Good morning. Just getting unloaded here in Seabird Island. The camera down there. Put up the second camera. Figure I'll place the cameras on here while they're unloading us. Almost done. Probably grab some pliers, tighten that up. Got 2 panels left to lift off. We're building a new community center over here. Nice and easy. Apparently this telehandler can lift 10,000 pounds. With the outriggers down, it can actually stretch out. Looks like the project has just started. It looks like it's gonna be a 2-story building. Got all the glue lamp panels and beams up on the ceiling. Looking quite pretty. Most of the time these glue lamp panels are designed to look pretty on the bottom. On the top usually gets stuff on top of it that like they pour a little layer of concrete and put tiling, flooring and stuff like that on, but the bottom is usually the final surface that gets exposed to the public. Kind of pretty looking. Get the other cameras up and running. Just bringing these around to the other side because there's a crane actually building them as they're unloading me. At least they're not building each panel while unloading me. They're unloading one after another. To me it looks like the big grand entrance will be on this end over here. Step back a little further. It's pretty soft here. I wouldn't want to drive the big rig around this side, that's for sure. Yeah, you got some big pillars here for the big grand entry into the community center. I think I read community center on the paperwork. It's gonna look pretty cool. Pretty cool when it's done. We'll have to drive by some of these projects and see what the final product looked like. I'm guessing these are gonna be small side rooms, maybe offices. I'm not sure. Could be offices around the outside. Or maybe this is actually going to be outside, and it's going to be like a patio. That might be it. It might be a patio out here. So right here is the crane. Just finished lifting a panel into place. And on the other side is our telehandler dropping off the package he just took off the trailer. Hook the next panel on and fly that one. And the telehandler zoom boom is going to go to the other side and grab that last panel. So I better get back to the truck. There we go. Flying away. hoist that in. I'm gonna head back to the truck and we'll hammer down. Get out of here. Always thinking what the safest place is for me to get through the site. Looks like this side is going to have a bit of an entrance as well, but it's not going to be the main entrance because it doesn't have those big pillars. Oh, he's already got his fork in. We'll drive through the little village, Seabird Village here, and hammer down. Should be nothing on the deck. Yeah, deck looks nice and clear. Thank you! Unloaded. Let's get out of here. Nice and wide so we can make this corner. Yeah, I figure I tried the mount in the back of the trailer like this. Might work, might not. Definitely gonna drag the trailer through the little ditch there, but that's okay. Did the same thing last time. Good thing I went wide, huh? The corn on the left-hand side there, that's pretty cool. Growing nice and healthy. Nobody coming. Like, no trucks are allowed on this road. What are you doing on this road? You can't be on this road. We're gonna run Highway 7 westbound towards Vancouver. Gotta get a reload down that way. Smokestacks are definitely taking out some of the branches and leaves. Thank you, Garmin. I got a thumbs up from the sign. Okay, I'm gonna need both lanes here to make this corner. Somebody walking. A couple pedestrians, gotta Take her easy. Seabird College? That's cool. What do we got going on here? Sometimes you just gotta stop and wait and figure it out. Seabird Fire Department on the left-hand side. School on the right-hand side. Dropping all these porta potties. I think they have a festival coming up this weekend, so Seabird Festival coming up. This is one of the rivers here that makes this an island. On the other side of the river is not the island. Yeah, Seabird Island Festival, May 24th, 25th. I mean, that's in the past for you guys, but two weeks ago, almost exactly. Window, hammer down. I think I'm just gonna stay on Highway 7 for now. We're already on this side. A lot of guys take this side to avoid Trans-Canada Highway 1 traffic. GPS said Highway 1 would be slightly faster. GPS really wants me to go Trans-Canada Highway 1. We're already on this side. It's actually shorter as far as actual kilometers go. Distance-wise, it is shorter. And then speed, how long it takes is, it says 15 minutes faster Trans-Canada Highway, but always so many more traffic jams on there than over here. If you add in actual traffic, this side can sometimes be quite a bit faster. But it's really hit or miss. So I think it doesn't really make a big difference. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Sometimes this highway is, if there's an accident on this highway, sometimes this highway is much slower.
Make a sharp left turn on Low Hike Highway, then take the third left.
I'm not going to do that, Garmin. speeding up. I'm like, no, no need to speed up. It's still 50 through here. Agassiz. Town of Agassiz. Beautiful town. Very green, lots of trees, lots of flowers and shrubs, lots of farmland.
In 900 meters, turn left on Highway 7.
Sure, I'll do that, Garmin. That's good directions. What a beautiful morning. 15 degrees Celsius. It's 5:30. It took them 9:30. I got there at 7 a.m. so it took them a little over 2 hours to get me unloaded.
Turn left at the stop sign.
Four-way stop, okay. Like, is the other traffic stopping? Yes, okay.
Continue on Highway 7.
Kind of enjoy doing the roads like this. So different than driving the main beaten path. The scenery is so, what the, that tree's leaves are like bright orange. It was on the right hand side in the garden there. Bright orange leaves on that tree. I've never seen that before. We play farming simulator video games often on the weekends on the 3J's channel. And in Farming Simulator 22, there's actually a map of this location right here. So you can play on these, you can farm on these fields right here around us. And that's always kind of neat. Gotta watch out for tractors on the highway. That happens a lot over here. A lot of farm tractors. A lot of these fields are still completely black. I don't know if they're furlough or if they just haven't been seeded yet, because they're not, obviously not seeded. It's like they've been plowed or cultivated, but there's nothing seeded, nothing growing. Could be a year of furlough. Coming up to that super steep little section? I think so. We gotta go up and over this mountain. Yeah, we're empty, so this can be easy, but 11% grade. Get a little speed here, get a run at it. I wouldn't want to take this on in the winter. 11% grade with slippery road. Yeah, no thanks. Beautiful flowers. Whee! Some funky bounces there. There's a spring over here that people fill up their water jugs all the time. I tried the water. I didn't like it. It was a little too earthy. Had that, you know, the black earth smell to it. Had a little bit of that flavor. I mean, you would get used to it. Man, wish I could drive beautiful highways like this all the time. Flashes on, max weight load looks like. Be a hard climb up this hill. Almost back down to the bottom here. Not quite there. Harrison Highlands. %, grade downgrade, but it's a pretty short little downgrade. Love the little swampy area up here. There's got to be some beavers in there. I think I see a beaver house right there, maybe two of them. I don't know if they're active, but whee! I know you guys can't see how steep this is, but you have to lean back. It's steep enough that you have to lean back. nice blue sky day. Just, I swear it was sunny when we were unloading. Was I wrong? What was the sky? What did the sky look like when we first started? Wasn't it sunny? What happened? The last video I shot, it started pretty nice and then drove into a rainstorm, right? I was not expecting it to get cloudy like this. Hopefully it doesn't start raining on us. I believe this is Harrison Lake that we're coming up on. We drive across the lake. It's kind of like at the neck of the lake, in the middle of the lake. There's a narrow section here. Harrison River. So I believe both sides is Harrison Lake. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This community is called Harrison Mills. Brake lights. If you're hitting your brakes, the signal light should be on already. I shouldn't have to try to interpret what your brake lights mean. In fact, that's a really good rule of thumb. When should the signal lights come on? When you take your foot off the throttle to slow down for the corner. That same action should result in signal lights on. My brother was talking to a guy, and the guy just goes, "It's unacceptable people not signal. Like, you should just, it's so easy to signal. While you're turning your steering wheel, your hand goes right by the stalk of the signal light. You click the stalk as you're turning." And I'm like, no! You are unacceptable. No point of signaling if you're already turning. Signal lights are for advanced warning. Right alongside Harrison Lake here. Just on the other side of the trees. Mission 31 kilometers. We'll get there. We'll get to Mission at least on this video. Harrison Bay Resort. Campground. Probably butchered the name. It's probably not how it's said. That creek is bone dry. There is no water running down that creek. In fact, the grass doesn't even look that lush over here. Are they not getting enough rain here? This close to the coast? The creek shouldn't be dry this close to the coast. chose the right road to take. If you're going to go for a bike ride, Highway 7 would be a gorgeous bike ride. Speed limit through this community. Lake Iraq. I always feel like slowing down a bit though. When there's gas stations and stuff, you never know if someone's going to cut in front of you and cut onto the road. On. Can't even get any warnings if there's any kind of road closures ahead. I don't think there are any, but I would like a warning if there is. GPS says there's 19 minutes of delay due to traffic up ahead. But that's in 45 minutes to an hour. By that time, that has probably changed drastically. Feels like it's cooling down. It's now 13 degrees Celsius. Some raindrops. This is not at all how I expected this video to go. Not at all. Well, I guess we get to test the new camera mount on the back of the trailer. I mean, I designed that camera mount to go on top of a load, not on the back of a trailer, but I figure why not throw it back there and try it. So far, this week's loads haven't been the right shape to try that mount. So with the rain, it might be useless. Hopefully not completely useless. I definitely wouldn't have used it if I had known I was driving through weather like this. Training hard enough though, it should clear the lens off enough. Can use it every now and then. It's the light drizzle where the rain just sits on the lens, doesn't beat off. Rain-X works well when it rains a little harder like this, but when it just the light misting, it just sits on there. Across the railroad.
Turn left on Highway 7.
Garmin says 22 minutes of delay now. Delays are getting long. I did say that far away things could change. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to change for the better. I smell smoke. Someone's got a wood-burning stove going. I believe this is Harrison River again. No, it's Nickelman Slough. Like seeing the reflections in the water on the highway. It's always neat. There's some Canadian geese swimming around in the water. I mean, where else would they be swimming? Opposed to water. I don't. Maybe they were swimming in the grass. You never know. You never know. Good little stop over here. Unfortunately, the card lock, we can't use the card lock. Or else I would definitely use that as one of our fuel options. So we're picking up a load in Vancouver and then headed home. It'll be a long day, but it was a short week though, so it's okay. In the farmland. Hey, look, there's blue sky up ahead. If the road dries out, cameras might clear right up too. I mean, it's still raining. Looks like it's not a very big pocket of blue sky, but there is a pocket there. Construction site here. Looks like that grass on the right hand side has already been cut once and is growing again. Ready for the second cutting. Yeah, on the left as well. Cool. Single lane traffic. Looks like it's not single lane. Letting both lanes through right now. Looks like they're just cleaning up. Whatever the construction was, they're cleaning up. Dry's getting road, okay? The road's getting dry. It's the end of the week, guys. It's the end of the week. I would say the field on the left there was corn. The way the planter wheels are and the spacing, screaming corn. It was definitely a planter, not a seeder. Same with this field. It's planted, not seeded. What's the difference? Planter usually has bigger kernels, like corn and sunflowers. Seeder is the small seeds. You know, like wheat and barley and grass and canola and all of that. There are some seeders slash planters that can do both. Most of the time a planter though is the rows are further apart. You've got a foot and a half between each row. On a seeder, they're an inch apart, 2 inches apart. So usually quite different. The machine is quite different. So if you want to know if it's seeded or planted, usually look at how wide the rows are. Construction here, they're building a new bridge. It's been a long time since we've seen this bridge, so this should be interesting. See how the construction's gone here. Why'd you have to go wide there, Mr. Truck? Like you scared of the arm or something? Or? Got gravel here. Ah, they're working on the on-ramp to the new bridge. It looks like the bridge is done. For the most part, the surface is done anyway. That'll be open soon. Unfortunately, they're probably going to tear down the old bridge. I always think for historical purposes, it'd be awesome to keep the old bridge. This bridge is in a lot of movies. If the movie was shot in Vancouver, this bridge is often in that movie. Sometimes you come through here and there's fake light posts and lanterns.
Turn left on Highway 7.
The movie industry likes that bridge. Fortunately, I think that's coming to an end. Unless they leave it there. I doubt it, but if they leave the bridge there, then it might still be in movies. farmland. Lots of berries over here. A bit of a yo-yo driver here in front of us, speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down again, so can't really use cruise control. Little lake here called Hatzig Lake. And I get comments every now and then. It's like, you must live in God's country, and I think God's country is everywhere. I'm finding this so beautiful because we don't drive here very often. I think what we as humans consider beautiful is something new. Something we haven't seen before. At least something we see less often. So if you live in the prairies and don't think it's beautiful, you're wrong. It's just a different type of beauty that if you live there, you don't see it. If you live in the forests in Ontario, all the beautiful little lakes and waterfalls, that's God's country too. This might have been a shorter week this week, but we sure got some cool, beautiful videos this week. Off the beaten path, off of the roads I don't normally drive. So I had a lot of fun with these videos this week. I mean, I've only edited the first one all the way. The second one is partly edited, and then I gotta do this one and then the bonus video. I think the bonus video is just going to be me driving home. I have no idea what the load looks like, so it might be interesting. It might be boring. The bonus video can be the best video I've shot all week or the worst video I've shot all week. It really depends on the luck of the draw. But if you guys want to watch the bonus video, it's $1 a month, or $5 a month, or $25 a month. You guys decide. If you wanted me to send you a sticker, send me your address, and I'll send you a Still Plays with Truck sticker. Or you can just see me drive by, follow me into a brake check, Michael. Michael McEwen, I think it was. He's in the credits over here at the end. Saw me driving down the road. I pulled in the brake check, an anarchist, and came up and goes, "You got any stickers?" I'm like, "I do." So come and ask for some stickers. It's always cool to meet you guys on the road, even if I don't have time to chat. Tight timelines. That last load, tight timeline. I just barely made it in time to deliver today at 7 a.m. So I don't expect me to have time to chat, but you can definitely come and say hi and grab a sticker from me. Okay, buddy. Where are you going? Oh, you were avoiding the manhole. I thought you were a distracted driver. Nope, you were just avoiding obstacles. Fair enough. Not a jackwagon after all. Although I did jump to that conclusion there for a second. That's loud. Prepare to stop. Working on our hydro electricity lines. We just call it hydro in Canada. You guys want me a little bit uncomfortably close to those telephone poles. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Is this mission? We might have made it to mission. I think this is mission. Pretty narrow lanes here. Don't need to hit another sign. I've done that. Don't want to do it again. At least I was recording video when it happened. Sucks when I do something dumb and not record video. Like if I'm gonna do something dumb, I need to at least get some views out of it. And unlike half of YouTube, I'm not gonna script anything and then make sure something dumb happens for the views. Because I firmly believe, I might be wrong, because a lot of people that firmly believe something are very wrong, so I might be very wrong, but I firmly believe realism is going to make a comeback where people want just real people, not all this fake garbage. Putting on a persona that's not them. Like, this is me. You meet me in real life, this is me. I talk a lot less and a lot more shy and antisocial in real life, but still, this is me. I'm not playing a character. Maybe a little on the orange side, you know, between yellow and red. Just thought slamming on the brakes would have left some black lines. All right, yep, bus wants in. So black car, by all rights, you should allow the bus in. Black car, legally you have to yield for the bus. It is law. Black car just broke law. The bus actually gave me a four-way flasher for that. Just a brief little thank you. Oh. wasn't really doing it to be nice. I was doing it because it was the law. And the black car's turning off anyway. What did you get out of that black car? Nothing. I'm not sure where Highway 7 starts getting called the low-heat highway. Is it the whole way? Technically, low-heat highway is going right by where we're delivering, or not delivering, picking up. I could just stay on this highway the whole way, but I think I'm going to switch to Highway 1 once we get to Coquitlam. Sense. Another orange light. And see, even for me letting the bus in, I didn't lose a thing. I'm still behind the exact same truck I was before I let the bus in. Not much of a rear swing. I always look where the rear axle is on a bus or truck and see what kind of rear swing it's going to get. Looked at our RV. We got a huge back end. There's a lot of rear swing on the RV. You're going to have to make sure I remember that whenever you're backing in somewhere or taking a tight turn. Watch that rear swing. If a semi-truck is making a turn beside you, look where the rear axle is. If the rear axles are right at the back end of the trailer, there's not going to be much rear swing at all. But if the rear axles are way almost in the center of the trailer, or a third of the way up, that trailer is going to have a massive rear swing, and you are in danger zone. And then you're going to get to say Ralph's famous quote, "I almost died." Highway 7 widening project. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a good spot to call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is kind of fun. Taking a different route. We're gonna get more and more into city here, and it's gonna get less and less interesting. Unless you guys love city, which we could record again in the future. I do a city video every now and then, but I try not to make a habit of those because they're a lot less interesting. Okay. Can't decide which lane to be in. I think it's going to be a heck of a traffic jam when we get to the end where we go from 2 lanes to 1 lane. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you to everyone that hit that subscribe and the like button. And huge thank you to everyone that has hit that join button. I'm out of here. You guys absolutely rock.